Are you tired of being overcharged and forced into paying a monthly subscription for your Mac and Windows software? Well, if you are, currently we're having a 50% off discount on all the latest Mac and Windows software, such as AutoCAD, SolidWorks, Photoshop, Microsoft Office, and much more. Our 50% off discount will be ending soon.
So be sure to text Ready to Buy, that's Ready to Buy, to the number on the screen. Starting pricing for low-end software, $100. And starting pricing for high-end software, $500.
We aim to please, so expect 24/7 technical support, the latest premium software, instant software links delivered to your email, and PayPal's buyer's protection guarantee.
I know you used to say on your tapes a lot that you was half Italian. Which one of your parents is Italian?
My mother's Sicilian.
Ah.
Mm-hmm. My mother's
that's like the black Italians.
Right.
Italians
exactly.
Look at them as black.
Exactly.
Like they not real Italians.
That's why they looked as the bottom of the Italians, because they have black in them. And the Naples and the upper Italians, they look down on them on that. You know, some of them, some of the prejudiced ones.
So your mother's Sicilian with that afro in that. She looks like she got an afro in that picture right there.
Yep, that's it.
That's wow. That's wow. Yeah, she looked kind of like Puerto Rican, how the Puerto Ricans used to look back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So what, your father is black?
Super black.
He said super black.
Super black. You right here, look. My dad right there.
Okay. Looking like one of the Temptations or some shit.
Yeah. Matter of fact, that's crazy that you said that. That's crazy that you said that, because the LeBron brothers that he used to sing with, my father sung with the LeBron brothers, which was a Latin band. It was the first time they had a soul singer with a Latin band. And this is 1968, 1969, 70. They did 2 albums together, and LeBron brothers on tour now. They be on the road now. As a matter of fact, one of the LeBron brothers, their son, Los, he's coming here to see me this week. He gave me one of their albums. I haven't had the album, but he gave me one of the albums that their father, that hung with my father, gave me, and he put on there, your dad could have been one of the Temptations. His voice was incredible, because he really was incredible on stage.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to Maestro Fresh West. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, Fresh West. What up, boy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, King. So when I was looking at some of the, you start you're about to listen to an album, and you're just kind of scanning through some of the titles, and there was a title that stood out to me that I didn't understand at all. Like, I didn't think too much about it until we got to the song. So the song's called Handsome Woman. And I was like, Handsome Woman? What? I'm thinking, what is this, like the Woman King or some shit? Like what are we doing? But I didn't think too hard on it. I'm listening to the album, grooving. Yeah, I'm liking it. Boom. Then we get to this song. And I gotta admit to you, and I told you in the text, this is the only song really that I can't do it, bro. I'm sorry.
I get it.
I'm not fucking with this one. It
ain't for you.
It's not for me at all. Okay. So I'm listening to the song. Basically, people, Handsome Woman basically is about. Are you allowed to call them dykes still? Are they called dykes? You call them dykes, right?
Women, I like to say women that like to take the place of a man. Let's say that.
Oh, wait, what? What'd you just
Women
say?
that like to take the place of a man.
But that's impossible. They can't take the place of a man.
But they like to. I said like to. They say they do.
Who in some delusionary world think that they can take the place of a man. So, I mean, First of all, what made you make that song right there? What made you feel like writing that song?
Well, the initial thing was I was in Miami. I used to have a crib in Miami for 9 years on 12th and Collins, right in the middle of everything. So I used to walk around the corner to the ocean and be in the restaurants and stuff like that. And one day, they had 2 gay days. They had one for the women, one for the men. And this one day was a woman's day, right? And I seen a lot of really, really hard-looking women walking in the streets. It was like a parade. So I sat at a restaurant. I got to this restaurant. I seen this one with a pretty looking chick. And I said to her, I was like, yo, you got to get a bad joint with you, huh? And she slapped my hand. Yeah, kid, like a dude. I was like, damn, she hit my hand hard. So I sat down. I was looking. I was like, wow. I was like, these some really handsome women. For real. This is what popped in my head. You know what I'm saying? And it stayed in my head for 4 years.
Oh my goodness.
It stayed in my head for 4 years. And then when I went to go do the record, I said, this is something that's in society. Whether I agree with it or don't agree with it, it's reality. So speak on something that goes to them. Nobody else ever done that. And after I recorded the record, I played it for 4 women that lived that lifestyle. 3 of them cried. Actual tears out their eyes. Like, I can't believe you saying this. This is exactly how we feel. Nobody has ever spoke like this about us before. This is a representation of us. We're all going to be behind you. I made sure I played it for the right people. Even my aunt Hattie, which is same way. She lives that lifestyle. I played it for her. She's older. She even agreed with it. She was like, yo, I love this. So, my album is called The Love. If you're gonna have love, you gotta have love for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you listen to my album, I'm trying to teach things. I'm it's not about just, it's a well-rounded album, but it's more me trying to open your mind to certain shit without trying to be preachy or trying to be corny. You know what I'm saying? When you listen to Joint, when I'm talking to the young kids and I'm, on Mr. Captain, I'm not preaching you. I'm telling you some real shit. And I'm saying it in the way where you would say it to your man if you were 16, 17 years old. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. It's about getting the message in, but how do you get it in without trying to sound like you better than everybody or you preaching to people? And that's what it was with Handsome Woman. With Handsome Woman, I don't live that lifestyle. Who am I to really say anything about it? I don't live it, but I understand it. That's a fat person that weighs 800 pounds, 500 pounds. You know what they go through when they got to live their life every day? People laughing at them, people looking at them. People, they can't help it. It's what their life is.
They can't help it, though.
They can't help it. So a person that lives that lifestyle
yes,
as a gay woman, sometimes they can't help it. They're born that way. That's
debatable. And if they are, that doesn't mean that they were naturally born that way. They could have been. Things could have happened in the womb with chemicals, could have been altered through formulas and all kinds of different diets and shit like that. My thing is this, you can love someone and still not agree with what they're doing.
Of course.
I can love you and still not be in agreement with how you live your life. My thing is, and I do love all people. I can't, I feel like for a lot of people, these are their expressions of trauma. If you notice a lot of those so-called handsome women that you're talking about, like these pretty dykes, these look like ones they're almost scared to be looking like real women because it makes them vulnerable. Some of these girls, you said you used to work in a rape counselor and all of that. Some of these girls grew up seeing their mothers get abused and all of that. And they said, you know what? I don't never want to be abused by a man like that. And for a way to them to protect themselves, they'll go ahead and take the persona of a man, which is stronger and all of that type of shit, and try to play down their prettiness, and try to keep this hard persona and shit like that. But we know that that's not real. My thing is, in the society we live in, they are consciously trying to make everything opposite and go against how nature has prescribed it. Also, they are trying to conduct population control. Okay, so the more people that we can get to do, woman on woman, man on man, that helps to bring down the population, along with birth control and killing of black people and putting us in jail. Like, these are a lot of different things that they're using to try to attack not just black people, really all people right now. And so for me, I just don't feel like we should be helping them promote their agenda, because it's definitely a fucking agenda that they have to try to normalize this. And we got to stop normalizing the abnormal,
I'm gonna be honest with you, Jamal. I know some people that live that lifestyle that disagree with what they're doing to normalize it. I know some people that disagree with the fact that they're pushing it off on kids.
Yes.
I'm definitely totally against that. I don't think that any kid should be influenced to anything but being a kid. You know what I'm saying? So putting in cartoons and the commercials every 5 minutes and all that. No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with, if there's a circle of people here and this is not their lifestyle, then don't enforce that on them. This way you will not be scrutinized. If that's your lifestyle, that's your lifestyle. Don't push it on other people, because that's when the problem comes with each other. People can respect each other if people respect each other's space. I can't tell you what to do with your life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to judge you about your life. But if it interferes in what I'm doing, that's when it becomes a problem. And we can't live in a society where people got to be scared to say that. Like they're going to be canceled because they say what they really feel. But at the same time, it's their lifestyle. And we wouldn't understand it. We wouldn't understand it. It's what they go through. So who am I to judge? I mean, the only one who can judge them is God. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I leave it at. But at the same time, I understand the reality of where we at. And where we at is, this is a reality. This is what's going on. And like I said, whether I agree with it or don't agree with it, I'm knowledgeable to it. You know what I'm saying? I see it every day. There's people that I know that are good people that live that lifestyle. I'm not going to judge them because they choose to live a different lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? As long as they treat me like the way I want to be treated, I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? And
absolutely. Like I say, I feel like it's a we all express our trauma differently.